Hello and welcome to Take You to School with Dr. Tom Prichard. I am your host, JP Jump House, with the two-man power trip. Of course, joining me, the star of the show, the former WWE World Tag Team Champion, one of the greatest trainers ever in the history of the business, the Doctor of Desire himself, Dr. Tom Prichard. Dr. Tom, how are you doing today, sir?
John, doing great today. It's been a long day, but and we're a little late, so I'm doing good.
Yes, just a few minutes late, not too bad there. Phil, good evening to Phil. Happy midweek. Yes. So what is going on in the world of JPWA?
We've just been working hard. Had promos tonight and doing good. JPWA is doing tremendous. That's all I got to say about that. Okay.
Did you have a chance to watch WrestleMania this weekend?
I did watch WrestleMania. I thought it was a great 2 nights of storytelling. I thought it was awesome.
Me too. Very, very good. Night one was good. Obviously, the tag match kind of saved the show, or was the best part of the show. But night two was great.
I thought you were going to night one. That's why I texted you and asked you if you were freezing out
Yeah.
there. It's about 40 degrees. How was it night two?
Oh, it was great. And we got right behind our seats was like a suite. So we just sat in the suite. They never told us to leave the whole night. So we got free food, free beer, free cookies.
You sat in the
we got all this
suite.
stuff. And,
Awesome.
yeah. And there was 2 heaters. So even if it wasn't cold, but even if it was cold, the heaters were there. So it was great.
So you guys just climbed in the suites?
Literally just sat there for like 2 seconds, and then we realized, should we stay here? And then a waitress came up and asked us what what we wanted to eat. So we just stayed there. It was great.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Oh, great. Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. This looked like the crowd was buzzing.
Oh yeah. Night 2 was awesome as far as the crowd. I mean, they just were loud and crazy. They were a great crowd for night 2. Ibsen, what's going on, Ibsen?
Which little buddies you talking about? Okay, good
It's
evening.
me, little buddy. Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, Mitch. Hello, Brendan. Hello to Barbara.
No, you're not late
yeah,
this
we're
week,
late.
Barbara. We're late.
Yeah,
I'm
we're late. You're not late.
Yeah, that's right.
Brendan enjoyed Mania. He thought it was great.
I did too. I thought it was awesome.
Jason, hello, Jason.
Yeah,
The
we're
modern
doing
day
good.
cowboy Mitch Miller says that's awesome. Yeah, pretty awesome because we thought they would kick us out after a second, and they never kicked us out. The waitress came over and asked us what we wanted to eat, so we were ordering food from her. Then we noticed there was a place where the cooler, and they had beer in there. So she goes, "Oh yeah, you can take them as many as you want. You're here all night." So we took
So
all
you
the
had
beer.
you had your own private bathroom too, I'm sure.
It was weird the way it was set up. There was a bathroom close by, so we just used that bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. So
Yeah, it was pretty great. And obviously, if we had to pay for all that stuff, it would have been like probably $100 or so because food is a ripoff at these places now.
Well, yes, it is. And there's nobody else joined you guys in there?
There was a couple other guys, and at one point, this one guy said to me, "Hey," because I guess he thought it was our suite after a while. I don't know why.
Right.
He goes, "Is it okay if I bring a friend or two up?" I go, sure. You know what? Bring him in.
Yeah,
pretending like why not bring him in? So yeah, it was cool. It was really nice.
Well, very nice. I enjoyed it from the luxurious suite of my living room. It seemed like everybody and his brother, except me, was there. So it looked really cool. Looked like great. Yeah, great night.
72,000 there. I guess a combined 145,000 for both nights. Pretty crazy.
$34 million house.
Yep, pretty nuts. Mm-hmm. Pretty remarkable. Barbara's saying really enjoyed WrestleMania. I only wish Cody would have called Dr. Tom out as well, not just Bruce.
Yeah, well, you didn't, so there we go.
Jason, awesome that you got a suite. Yes, must have been a hell of an experience. Yeah, it actually made it even better. I thought the show was great, but that just made it even better. Getting all the free food and drinks.
Well, so it had to be somebody sweet that they were stocking or catering that night, or maybe not.
Yeah, and even the security guy, he kept like coming by and saying hi and stuff, but he never said, "Hey."
Never checked.
He never checked. Like, he's supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be. He just was like, "Hey guys, you need anything?" Blah blah. We're like, "No, we're good, thanks." Yeah. So it was great. They never told us to leave.
Well, awesome. That is awesome.
WrestleMania is better than the Super Bowl.
Well, I think this was better than Super Bowl. Definitely, this WrestleMania was 2 nights in a row and awesome. I liked the run-ins. I thought the main event was great. Both nights, I thought the main event was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
One thing that Brenda was missing was Dustin. He couldn't be out there to celebrate with Cody.
Yeah, but he was there.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously he's in AEW, so I guess he.
So where were the suites where everybody else was at compared to you guys? Where the boys were at and stuff.
They were probably in like the bigger. This was like I guess a smaller suite. They were probably up above in like in one of those bigger suites. This was a little bit smaller.
Well, but it was a suite nonetheless.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Everybody's got a price. That's right.
That's true.
For the $1 billion man.
Yes.
How happy were you to see your brother on camera for Cody and his big moment?
Well, that was awesome. That was very awesome.
Were you surprised? Because usually wrestlers, you're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to call out the agents and the producer and the.
Well, this is a Triple H era. There's a lot of things going to be different, I think, from now on. You can call it professional wrestling again.
Yeah, I noticed Michael Cole. He's like, "What a night for professional wrestling," and instead of saying sports entertainment. I'm sure they were happy about that.
So it's a new era, and I got to tell you, he's doing a great job.
For sure, definitely. Wally wants to know, who will Cody Rhodes face in his first title defense?
Well, does Roman get a rematch, or I don't know, who would Cody face in his first title defense?
That I don't even know, because obviously The Rock said he's going to be gone for a while. He's got to go film a movie. I think he'll be back in August. I think. Who knows what's what with that? But good question. I don't know. And I heard Roman might be gone for a while after the loss. So I'm not sure.
Is he hurt, Roman Reigns?
I don't think so. I think he's just taking a vacation.
Ah, okay. I can see that. Maybe going to Costa Rica.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think, who could he face? Maybe if Orton comes out and turns heel on him or something, maybe Orton could be his first title defense.
Well, it'd be good matches no matter what. But yeah, I don't know who that contender is. Who? Somebody told me tonight that they had a 4-way Monday night
for Damian Priest. Yeah, for Damian Priest title and Jey Uso.
Yeah, what about Damian coming in and cashing in Money in the Bank? That was awesome.
For some reason, I guess because they haven't really utilized Money in the Bank in a few weeks, I completely forgot about him being the Money in the Bank holder. So that was a nice little surprise for me. I figured Punk would help Seth win and screw Drew. I didn't think of him doing that after the match and Damian Priest cashing in. So that was good. I liked that.
Yeah, it was awesome. I thought all the finishes were awesome.
It is different, obviously, now with the Triple H era, just kind of where they're going, the direction they're going. I'm just wondering, though, where they're going with Cody. Obviously, he's the guy, right? He's the man. But if you don't have title contenders, right? I mean, that could kind of fall by the wayside. I mean, you got to have somebody to wrestle him.
Well, yeah, and I think they probably thought about that, but we're drawing a blank right now. I'm drawing a blank right now. Let me say that.
Yeah. That was almost like when Austin won it too. Like, Vince is obviously going to be the heel after WrestleMania 14, but then kind of Foley came out and he was a contender for a bit. Then Kane came out, then Undertaker eventually. So I don't know. I guess we got to wait and see. But should be.
Yeah,
good.
I think there's some good storytelling coming up.
Good question here. Why didn't you join your brother at Gorilla for 2 nights? Did you not get an invite?
No, I didn't get an invite. I'm persona non grata.
Damn it.
That's all right.
You know who I was talking to recently? An old buddy of Jimmy Del Rey's. Jimmy Del Rey trained him. Buck Quartermain. I don't know if you remember old Buck.
Sure, I remember Buck. Yeah.
Awesome. He said it's a shame that you are not there as either the head coach down there or some kind of contracted, start at WWE right now. He was talking about that to me.
Well, I made many mistakes, so I'll live with. I made my bed. I have to lie in it now. So there you go.
All right, fair enough. Please ask Dr. Tom if they signaled the new era of WWE being run by Triple H. Thank you.
if they signals a new era, yes, I think this signals a new era. It certainly does. Uh, Definitely, even just bringing up the words professional wrestling is certainly a sign that this is a new era with Triple H. Triple H is an old school guy. He always has been. You got to respect that about him.
It's definitely. I mean, they're calling it the new era. They're saying now Triple H era, if you will, which is I don't like that because that would be like saying like the Pat Patterson era when he was booking. You know what I mean? You don't really say the Booker. It's his era. It's the Hogan era or the Attitude era or
But you
the
got to
could be
remember,
the Cena era.
Triple H and DX were a big thing. So, and he came out, the first night and welcomed everybody. So no, he's a visible face. I don't think he's going to wrestle anymore, but he's definitely a visible face, and people still remember him. So why not?
He can't wrestle anymore because the
Right,
heart attack, the 15
right.
hour surgery. He's on the 1 yard line. Yeah, not good. He can't wrestle anymore. But that might be better off for him as a booker, so he doesn't have to. Cause remember when he was wrestling, he'd always try to be, put himself over. So this is great. Now he's trying to work on it, putting everybody else over. So
Well,
better off that.
he's still gonna put himself over by being in front
Oh
of
yeah,
the crowd. Of course he
as
is.
the C,
I
yeah,
mean,
as the CCO, yeah, yep,
yeah, he's the what is that content
chief content
chief
officer. Yep.
content officer. He's still gonna be out there. He's still gonna put himself over. And people are gonna put him over, and rightfully so. I mean, as Paul Heyman said, and I thought the Hall of Fame was awesome. I thought Paul Heyman did a great job opening up. Realized, that's because the Rock's going to close.
Yep.
So I thought it was very well done, and it is the Triple H era, and he wants everybody to know he's doing it.
It's a brand new era. Paranormal Gaming said, "Hi, so shocked the Undertaker appeared live when he attends, even if it was just for a choke slam. LOL.
Well,
That
he
was a pretty
appeared
pretty good
live.
surprise.
Yeah, it was a good surprise. Thought I thought everybody who appeared, John Cena, Taker, uh, Seth came out at the end too, dressed in the Shield gimmick. So yeah, I thought it was awesome.
The Usos came out there, surprising. Well, maybe not so surprising. Solo came out, obviously. It was well done. Yeah, I felt like each guy was like obviously in the pecking order bigger and bigger. I mean, you went from Cena, then you went to The Rock, it's like then you go Undertaker. Well, maybe not Taker, but just as far as what they were going for, as far as legends, I thought that was very well done.
Yeah, very well done. The whole thing was very well done. Everybody did a hell of a job. The one thing I heard, I'm trying to remember who said this. Somebody was saying that the shotgun finishes where everybody does their finish, you kick out, kick out, kick out. No, and I thought, no, that's perfect because it is WrestleMania. It takes a little extra to beat you on WrestleMania night. Five
Yeah,
pile
true.
drivers or
Yep.
whatever it was. Nobody did a pile driver. I'm just saying, you have to do three of one thing to get the victory, and that's awesome. That's great storytelling.
I thought it was great. A friend of mine was saying he never watches, right? So he knows nothing about WWE. He doesn't watch. He's acting like he's followed. He's like, oh, that match was only good because of the run-ins. And I said, wait a second. I was like, they had a good match last year. That tag match was great, and the Cody and Roman have great chemistry anyway. It's just a good match. Those legends, that was just the icing on the cake because of the finish the story. It was like he had to go through one obstacle after the other. What do you think about that? This guy's trying to say that Cody and Roman was only good because of the run-ins.
I think you better pick your friends a little better next time. I
Yes, I
mean,
totally
you got him
agree.
sweet and everything, and you got him food. He didn't know what he's talking about. So, yeah,
Moronic statement. Moronic statement. Yes.
yeah, I think so.
Barbara saying Gunther next, maybe not for Cody, but she's saying maybe next for a championship run.
Gunther just came off a championship run. He was Intercontinental Champion, wasn't he? And Sami
But what
Zayn
about him
beat
going
him.
for the world title?
Well, I can see that, but maybe here we go. Gunther and Cody. Is that good chemistry or not?
I don't remember the Rumble. Not this past year, but the year before. Him and Gunther and Cody wrestled for like 20 minutes. They were the final two guys, and it was great.
So I mean, maybe there's a challenger for the Undisputed Championship.
Did Corny talk to you about Mania? What did he think about the event?
I have not talked to Jim. Talked to him last month. We talked about some stuff, but no, we didn't talk about Mania.
He's probably liking it. ATF, should someone who has knocked out Dusty Rhodes come out of retirement and knock out Cody Rhodes? Possibly someone with hands of stone. Yes.
Well, I think we can go ahead and put a spoiler on this on our podcast here and say that yes, the Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin, is coming out of retirement, and I didn't want to be the one to say anything, but he's going to be facing Cody Rhodes next week on Raw.
Nice, awesome.
Yes, that's a scoop for everybody.
That is true. That Ronnie Garvin did knock out Dusty, storyline wise, but yes.
Well, as far as we know, storyline wise, but only Dusty knows for sure.
Doug Masters, hello,
Doug. How are you, Doug? Hope everything's going good there too.
I heard it was supposed to be Stone Cold Steve Austin and not the Undertaker at the end showing up. What do you think about that? It's from the modern day Cowboy himself.
I did not hear that. I don't know. I mean, I wonder why.
That was.
Oh, where was Austin?
You know where he was? So I called it. No, he was in Las Vegas with his cat. I called it. He posted a picture.
Las Vegas with his cat.
Yeah, at his home, at his ranch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I called it because my buddy goes, "Where the hell is Austin?" I go, "I bet you he's at home with the cat." So we checked social media, and he really was. He was at home with Poncho, the cat.
Well, good for him. I mean, sometimes just getting out there and getting in all the mess isn't worth it. So
I could honestly see him saying, like, if I come out, I'm going to I'm not going to have a match. Like, I'm going to overshadow these guys. Like, I don't know. I can kind of see him having that thought process because if he came out, I mean, the roof would have came off. Not that there was a roof because it was in the stadium, but you know what I mean. It would have been a gigantic pop.
Well, Taker got a gigantic pop.
Oh yeah, huge. Yeah,
not? Yeah,
huge.
Rock,
but I feel like people would have been. I feel like people would have been like, "Oh, Austin versus The Rock, it's got to happen now," and the focus is Cody versus The Rock going forward. So
yeah. Well, we'll have to wait and see how that plays out too.
Yeah, I felt like Taker and my buddy disagree. I felt like he got the biggest pop when all the legends came out. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I need to get my ears checked. But that's what I thought.
It looked like that on TV. Sure did.
Great surprise. I didn't see that coming. That was good. Jason says I would really like to see LA Knight get one of the titles.
Well, he went over at Mania, so that could be it too.
That was a pretty good match. I like that, him and AJ.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good match.
I wish it was longer, to be honest, but good match.
Well, I think they wanted to leave time for the end so everything could play out. So it worked out great.
Yep. Hey, my longtime close personal friend Jason Bree says Gunther is a contender. Yes, for sure.
I agree. And Gunther could be a great opponent for Cody. Great opponent.
Is it Bilski channel? He says Bruce didn't invite you, Tom.
Yeah, that'd be correct. You'd be correct. I wasn't about it.
And he said that he's incredulous.
Well, that's okay. You can be incredulous too. That's all right.
He also threw in there, it's definitely a new era. Trips is a student of the business, so he knows what the people want.
Yeah, he is a student of the game. He really is. So he's not called the game for nothing.
I feel like with Vince out and Triple H in, that totally kind of kills AEW's momentum because now you got this young, not that he's young, but younger booker. You know what I mean? He kind of gives the people what they want, other than Vince, who's like, "You're gonna like what I put out there, no matter what." So I feel like that's gonna hurt AEW in the long run, and obviously hurting him right now.
Well, okay. So explain this to me. What is AEW putting on tonight with the video
So they showed the confrontation with Punk and Jungle Boy like fighting in the back, and I guess Punk kind of like one upped him, but there was literally no sense in showing it because A, you're not going to make money off of it. B, Punk's not feuding with the Young Bucks or any of those guys. And
right.
C, how do you build your pay-per-view off there showing a backstage fight with CM Punk?
There's
Very
somebody
weird.
who's with the other company. It makes no sense to me. I didn't understand the thought process behind that.
Who was just on the biggest WrestleMania of all time?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't get that. It just kind of it puts you in a bad light. I think it puts AEW in a bad light. And you're right.
Yeah.
It does kind of stifle the momentum. If they even had momentum.
Yeah, they lost it big time. To me, though, that makes no sense. Like, okay, when Punk was there, you could have used that and did a storyline with it and made money.
Right.
Now, how are you going to make money off it? How are you going to sell the pay-per-view showing footage of a WWF guy?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. No sense whatsoever.
It's a shame Bruce didn't invite Dr. Tom to WrestleMania. He taught him everything he knows. Is that true? Did you teach him everything he knows?
No.
No.
No, he learned on his own.
He might have learned from that Vince character
That
he
Vince
worked
guy.
for
Yeah.
40 years. Yeah,
Vince
whoever that guy
taught me
was.
a few things.
Yep. Wrestling Figure Mania. Do you think they will keep Cody on SmackDown since that is the exclusive belt?
I don't know. It's a question you have to ask those guys.
I was
No.
actually thinking that myself because obviously he was on Raw, but that title was really for the SmackDown. So maybe he's going to be on both for a little bit. I don't know. And obviously they got the draft coming up at the end of the month.
Well, I thought that's the undisputed title. So can he be on both?
I guess technically, but Roman really was kind of just on SmackDown for the most part when he did show up.
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, maybe he will be just on SmackDown.
But hey, they got the draft coming up. I think it's April 26th, so you never know. They might change things up.
Well, that'll be awesome. Whatever they do, it's going to be good.
Ibsen says Cody era is now called the Renaissance era. He got the trademark for it Thursday before Mania. That was rhetorical giveaway that he was going to win. He has been saying that, the Renaissance. Instead of calling it, Triple H calls it the new era. And I noticed a lot of people do, but Cody, for some reason, calls it the Renaissance era.
Aren't they the same? Or are they?
Yeah. The same era, but just two different names. Yeah, I don't know why.
But I mean, what does Renaissance mean?
I guess meaning that they're good again, kind of thing. They're having WWE's having a renaissance, like the Attitude Era,
like a new era.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean.
I thought you meant like, why is he saying that? Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
You understand that it's the Renaissance era, the new era. It's called the new era or the Renaissance era. It's all the same.
Yeah. But that might be on a T-shirt or something because I guess Ibsen's saying he's trademarked it, so I guess it's going to be on a shirt.
Smart move on Cody's part.
Paul Heyman wanted to be the first to be inducted under the Paul Levesque era, and rightfully so.
Couldn't agree more. And I thought his speech was excellent. I thought he did a great job, especially in Philly, right down the block or right down the street from where they used to run. Awesome.
Jefferson James, hi, Dr. Tom. I wonder if you got my email regarding classes for next year.
I'd have to check. It's been a really busy couple weeks, and I haven't been doing the emails because we had a new class just start Monday, and the week in between there has been crazy. So I would have to check Jefferson James. I will check that tonight.
He says it's under the name Jeff Ferguson.
Oh, okay. I'll check. I'll look.
Steven, Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for the Universal title would be great for WrestleMania Backlash.
I agree. I think that'd be a hell of a match.
I believe Backlash is May 4th, and I believe it is in France in a stadium. I think it's in a soccer stadium.
Well, that'd be cool. We don't have any French superstars these days, do we? Anybody who puts their stake in France? I don't know. NXT.
Good question.
Like
I'm not sure. I have to really think about that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't mind Gunther Cody. That'd be nice.
Yeah, Gunther and Cody would be a great match.
Mike, good to see Cody get a shot. He deserves it. However, Cody won't be as impactful as a champion as Roman Reigns. Cody doesn't have the star power of Roman Reigns.
Well, now, uh, I would almost have to say Roman didn't have the star power when he started out either. I mean, he did. He was a star, but I remember for some reason the Suffering Succotash and the John Cena promo where John kind of broke him down and says, "Just stop selling us call the promo, and you got to be able to
Yep.
do this or something." So Roman had his stutter steps too, but I think Cody's gonna be fine as champion. I think he's gonna look good.
To me, I would think that too, because Roman obviously is Roman, the number one star in the company. He's like the
Yeah.
A, Cody's like the 1A. But I was just reading, Cody sold $1 million worth of merchandise over the weekend.
Wow.
So maybe he could be that guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was surprised, but I saw a ton. Probably the most Cody shirts were in the crowd.
Well, then there you go. There was the Cody Crybabies in the crowd, and they sold
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff. So that's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. So I was kind of thinking the same thing as Mike, but then I read that he sold $1 million in merch. I was like, oh, well, maybe, maybe he is the guy. Maybe that, moving up in the pecking order pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We're seeing more of Jade Cargill. Please ask Dr. Tom how he likes her work so far, how they're using her, etc.
Well, so far I think they're doing good because I think she's doing the thing she's good at, and that's what you have to do is highlight the strengths and hide the weaknesses. So somebody's been working with her, and that's a good thing because she looks like a star. She looks like somebody, and you want to amplify that as much as you can, and I think they've been doing a great job doing that.
I think she has an unbelievable look, and obviously short matches are on purpose. They're trying to,
Yes.
get eventually she'll probably, get the longer matches. She'll probably work Bianca and Charlotte and, all the big ones.
Right, but in the meantime, just stick with the basics and stick with what she can do well, and then practice on the rest in the meantime.
Can't build like or create that kind of charisma or look. So she's got a leg up to me, right?
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Mike says, I hope you're well. And then he said, Stone Cold probably didn't want to be a part of the cluster of a main event.
Well, who knows? I mean, Austin may be, like you said, just at his ranch in Vegas with the cat. No, I thought he was a dog guy.
He has a dog. I forget the dog's name, but I guess the cat must have jumped on his shoulder. He took like a selfie. He's like, oh, I'm hanging
Oh,
out
so
with
he took a
Poncho.
selfie with the cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, good for him. I mean, look, it's like going to a UT football game. I haven't been to Neyland Stadium, but it's a nice place. But if you got to go to the bathroom, you want something to eat, you got to go to a concession stand. You got to go to a public bathroom. When you're sitting at home, you have your own bathroom, your own snacks, your own stuff. You can get up and do what you want. Nobody's crowding you. Nobody's around you. You're gonna get the same show. I mean, you won't get the vibe and the excitement of it, but I thought, man, it was great. It was cool, just where I was at. And Austin
Kind of
probably
weird.
felt the same way.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Good point here. Only a run in by the Body Donnas would have gotten a bigger pop in that main event.
Okay, moving on. Yeah, Body Donna's died in a flaming car crash.
Did you like Paul
Yeah.
Heyman's speech, which he went off script and spoke from the heart?
Yes, I thought that was great. That was very ECW and Paul Heyman ish. Yeah, I thought it was great.
I guess Triple H told him, "Don't mention me," but of course he mentioned him anyway,
Of course.
which is okay.
Yeah, but you don't want everybody going out and uh, talking about the same thing. Hey, I want to
Yeah,
thank Vince. Hey, I want to thank Hunter. It gets redundant and it gets a little bit self-serving. I think Rebirth is Renaissance. Yeah,
yes,
so it's kind
yep,
of new. Or, yeah,
yeah, yep. Please ask Dr. Tom if Triple H has one of the best wrestling brains of the modern era.
I believe he does, and he really is a student of the game. and he loves the business. You can tell by everything he does. He lives for this.
In the tradition of Macho versus Steamboat at WrestleMania 3, which match do you guys think stole the show at WrestleMania 40?
Well, I gotta give it to the main event, second night. I think Cody and Roman stole the show, and it did have to do with run-ins and everything else. That was my favorite match of the weekend. Was Cody and Roman.
I think he means stole the show as in not the main event, like the match that kind of maybe like Macho and Steamboat stole the show
Okay,
at WrestleMania 3,
well
even though Hogan Andre was the main.
gotcha. I'll go with Sami Zayn and Gunther because that was just a flat out match that saw no real comeback. Sammy just kind of flopped around and started selling and came up, hit it out of nowhere, and got the victory. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that match was pretty good. Yeah, very good. Maybe even Logan Paul. He was pretty damn impressive, retaining the U.S. title as well. There's some good spots in that match.
Yeah, there's some good spots in that match. Pretty good. But I like Gunther and Sammy, and I like the main event out of all of them.
What did you like better, the tag match main event of night 1 or the Cody Roman main event of night 2?
The Cody Roman main event night 2. Now the tag match was okay, but it started out slow. They took their time and fought in the crowd for a bit and came back in, and it was okay. It was good, but I thought the drama with Cody and Roman the next night was even more spectacular.
I did like the tag match, and I love the main event.
Yes,
Please ask Dr. Tom how he likes Timeless Tony Storm and her gimmick. Never seen anything like it.
I like it. I mean, I like the black and white, whatever the gimmick she's doing. I like it. I think she's cool.
The Ragu Overlord. I thought Cody would win. WrestleMania 10, 20, 30, and now 40 followed a pattern. Roman era ends. American Nightmare era begins.
Okay. WrestleMania 10, 20, 30, and then 40 followed pattern. Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
if Cody's the best in-ring worker though, because the pattern really 10 Bret Hart won, the best in-ring worker in the world. 20 Chris Benoit won, best in-ring worker in the world. 30 Daniel Bryan won, best in-ring worker in the world. 40 Cody wins. So I mean the babyface pattern, of course, but as far as being the
Well,
best worker,
look, I wasn't completely sold when Cody came back, and then I watched him grow and grow and grow and grow, and he has that. To me, he has the mechanics of a top guy, and he's doing everything that top guys do. He looks the part, he dresses the part, he talks the part, and he has a pedigree. His dad was one of the greatest superstars to ever live. Charismatic, understood the psychology of getting over, and Cody's still young. He's what 30. How old is Cody? 30, 37?
37.
Okay, so he's almost 40, but he's come a long way from Stardust, that's for sure, and he's proven that he can get over. And my God, if you sell $1 million in merch, that's saying something.
Is it very difficult for Cody to be champion because so many people will compare him to his dad? Very tough act to follow.
Well, yes, but you have to remember in this era, uh, the people who remember Dusty Rhodes are later on in their years too. So Cody has to sure, yes, it has a lot of he has a big pair of shoes to fill, but it's a new breed of wrestling fan and a younger breed of wrestling fan. I saw the deal Rock did cut the promo and showed the little girls crying, saying Cody died. Cody was killed or whatever she said. She was. Those are your
Yeah.
Cody
Yep.
fans. Those are your wrestling fans of today, and they want to keep. You're playing for the younger audience. So the ones who remember Dusty Rhodes are old school wrestling fans. The new school wrestling fans, the ones who are buying the merchandise, are the ones you want to play for. It was a tough act to follow, no doubt. But the only ones I think comparing him to his dad are the old school guys, old school fans.
How happy were you to see Briscoe on camera with Thunderbolt Patterson with the rest of the Hall of Fame class?
I thought it was great, man. Seeing all those guys, and I sent a text to somebody and said Thunderbolt's on fire when he was cutting his promo, and I thought because he was on fire, that was Thunderbolt Patterson being Thunderbolt Patterson, and that was on old school. And I know it made some people feel uncomfortable, or at least didn't know what to think because to know Thunderbolt Patterson, you had to be an old school fan, and I grew up in Texas, and I got to see Thunderbolt in West Texas and East Texas. Saw him as a babyface, and I saw him as a heel. And then I went back and watched some of the stuff on YouTube where he was in Detroit. I liked him better in Texas because he sold, he got over. He was great as a babyface and great as a heel, and I remember his promos, and to this day, in fact, just a couple hours ago, I was trying to explain to somebody about how Thunderbolt would get lost, but you never knew he got lost. He would just say, "Oh, I'm full," and "Oh, sometimes I can't say what I want to say." They stalling for time, but nobody knew he was stalling for time. He just knew how to cut a promo, and that's what he did at the Hall of Fame. He wanted to preach and he wanted to get it out, and I thought it was awesome. And I thought it was awesome seeing Jerry. It was awesome seeing Thunderbolt Patterson. I don't know how many people in the new breed of wrestling fans would even know who Thunderbolt was, but there were a lot of people who did.
I did like that because you get the old school guy some, give him his flowers, if you will.
Sure, I think so. Bull Nakano got her
I like
flowers.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Amy Elliott Vaughn. Hello, Dr. Tom.
Amy, how are you?
Dr. Tom, if you could manage any wrestler right now, who would it be?
Wow. I have to think on that. Give me some time. That's a good question. No.
I'm trying to think who you would fit well with or who you'd work well with. It's a good question. FTR,
Well,
maybe, if we're talking to AEW as well.
oh, they're more of a Jim Cornette manager type. But yeah,
Yeah,
I can see
yeah,
that. Yeah.
definitely. Was Andre the Giant constantly smelly inside and outside of the ring? His body and oral hygiene seems suspect. Wow.
I was around Andre a few times and I never smelled it. But I'm not to say it wasn't. It's just I never smelled it.
Funny question there. It was good to see at least a McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, representing the family so the event could actually have their presence felt. What do you think about Stephanie being a part of WrestleMania?
I thought that was awesome. I really did. And all of us go through anxiety and panic sometimes because you don't know how you're going to be accepted when you go places. And I hate going to a show if I'm not booked because I don't want to be hanging around and people looking at you like, "What are you doing here?" But Stephanie belonged here. She's Triple H's wife, and I thought it was awesome seeing her. Thought it was awesome having her come out and greet the crowd the second night. That was great.
That was pretty cool that she did that. And I don't know if that means that she's back. And they didn't ask Triple H this. I probably would have asked it, but does that mean she's going to be back full time in some capacity? But they didn't. Nobody asked that question. Very interesting.
No, but even if she's around just to be around, it's kind of cool. Because Stephanie, I was going along with Steph, so I think it's cool she's just around to be around.
Feel like for the most part she's very well liked.
Yeah, for the most part, she is. I think so.
I don't know if she has any heat with anybody that I can't think of, but it just seems like for the most part everybody was pretty excited to have her back. Like Cena was
Yeah,
hugging her, and everybody was in the press conference talking about how it was great.
yeah. I mean, no matter what happens, this was a McMahon creation,
Yep.
and she's seen it from the very beginning. And I think it's awesome.
When you're looking at that too, it's like they've had 40 years of WrestleMania. Imagine if they did a WrestleMania with no McMahon present. You know what I mean? It would kind of be a little crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know how many people were expecting that. I wasn't expecting it. It was good to see
No,
her.
no, not
Yeah,
at all. Yeah, great. Pretty cool. Pretty cool for
yeah.
sure. If you could have added anything to Mania and they let you, what would you have done?
I don't know that it would have done anything different. I thought everybody was well placed on the show. Everybody had their spot. Um, it had a big time feel to it, and I don't know that I would have added anything.
Amy Elliott is saying, can't wait to see you in Waterloo.
Well, Amy, I can't wait to see you either. It's gonna be awesome.
Linda was also at Mania in the Hall of Fame. Is that confirmed? I heard that. I didn't see that, but I heard that.
Well, good for her then. I'm glad Linda was there too. I got along with Linda too.
If you had to rank them in order, who did you get along with the best and the least for the four McMahons?
Well, it would be Shane, Stephanie, Linda, and Vince,
Wow, okay. And you and Vince got along pretty well.
of course.
Just that Shane is such a nice guy.
Shane's a great guy.
Do you ever see Booker T getting released, or some guys have spots for life? That's from Alex Costa.
Yeah, I don't see Booker getting released. I think Book knows how to stay there. He's good at what he does.
Seems like they're using or are going to be using Reality of Wrestling, his promotion, as maybe like a feeder for NXT, like the feeder to the feeder. It just seems like it's going in that direction.
Yeah, he has TV and he has the resources, so that would be awesome. Be awesome for Book.
What move did you hate to take, or what move hurt more than someone would think?
Oh man, I can't think of anything that I really hated to take. I don't know. I did a moonsault a couple times when Jimmy Del Rey was on the shelf, and I hated to do that, uh, but I did it. So I hated to do the moonsault, but I did it. I hurt my knee. I did the moonsault every night for a week one time, and it busted up my right knee. First doctor told me I have to have it operated on. Second doctor says no, just rest it. And I did what the second doctor told me to do.
Why would you have to do a moonsault though? Just to,
Because
you
Jimmy
know,
wasn't there, and I was teaming with one of the Bruise brothers, I think, and I said, "Why don't you do the moonsault?" And just to prove that I could do it, I did it. I didn't have to. It was one of those things where you said, "Hey, why don't you do the moonsault?" I said, "Okay, I will, because I'll show you, buddy." That's why.
even though Stone Cold was heavily rumored to help Cody, Undertaker was a great possible replacement.
Was Stone Cold heavily rumored to help Cody? Was that a rumor out
That's,
there?
that was people were saying that because everyone kept saying that they're doing the attitude all over again. So like, oh, Rock Austin, that's the big feud. So that was a
Ah,
rumor that was out there. I never really thought Austin, would show up. I just didn't think it was a timing was odd. He's got nothing to promote, blah blah blah. So I just feel
right.
like he's not coming back.
Well, there again, why would he if he didn't have anything to promote? Steve's a pretty good businessman, so I understand. Don't blame him.
Ibsen's saying next month the three of us will be here in New Jersey.
Yes, that is next month, isn't it?
Yes, wow, man, that came up quick. 80s
Yeah,
count, New Jersey.
we're in
Yeah, the
April.
Men in Sports Arena. Yep.
Yeah.
In Morristown, New Jersey, the Men in Sports Arena. Wow, man, whew, that
Where
came
is
up
this?
fast. Crazy.
Where's it at?
Morristown, New Jersey.
Yeah, but what's the name of the place?
The Men in Sports Arena.
Okay, is that like a local arena? I guess that.
Yep.
Okay. Like
It's a cool
I
spot.
mean, is it what I meant local arena? Of course, it's local arena. It's in the city. What I meant is it like the ECW arena, that kind of arena.
No, it's like a big hockey arena almost.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good point from Ragu here. The Razor's Edge looks like it hurts.
I don't think I've ever taken Razor's Edge. In fact, I can tell you I have not. So
it looks like it hurts, though. That's for sure.
Well, that's the key. As long as it looks that way and doesn't feel that way, then we're okay.
Was the moonsault possible during the solar eclipse? Great question.
Good question. You know what? If you got your glasses at Sonic, did you watch the eclipse?
No, not really. I was trying to pay attention to it, but I work was going on. It was just
I couldn't
really pay my.
But they had this blackout slushy, which was like a great slushy with vanilla ice cream on it. Like I guess the vanilla ice cream was the moon and the grape slushy was the sun. It tastes like shit. It's terrible. Horrible. My wife got everybody's eclipse glasses except me. She miscounted. So I just went through Sonic and I ordered the blackout slushy for $4.25 just to get some glasses, and then I didn't watch the eclipse. We couldn't see it here in Tennessee anyway. We're in Knoxville, at least. Clouds, rain, that stuff.
I don't know how much coverage, like in totality, that we had for the eclipse. I'm not sure what was your percentage? I saw some places had like 90,
like 80%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was cloudy and we couldn't see it. I did try because I was in La Follette at school and I went outside to look, but it was too cloudy and it wasn't couldn't get it.
Ibsen, it's like a ice hockey arena 3 times bigger than the ECW arena. Going back to Men in Sports Arena.
Yeah.
Are you working Canada at all? Any appearances in Canada?
No, not right now. But you never know. Going to Tampa tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, NWA.
Gripsy. Oh, right, nice. Gripsy saying I heard Austin wanted too much money. Wow, I didn't hear that. Wow, interesting.
I didn't hear that either, but you never know. Could be.
Is there a talent right now you enjoy watching?
I actually do enjoy watching Gunther matches. I've been enjoying Cody's stuff lately, and I really enjoyed the Bloodline and the storyline that they were telling and going with. I really enjoyed that the last couple of months. I hear Jacob Fatu was there too, right? Jacob Fatu.
Yes, I heard that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so he's awesome. He's an awesome talent. I can't wait to see what he does. Yep. Maybe he'll be an opponent for Cody.
Ooh, I like him. I heard that they were going to sign Tama Tonga as well, who's another Samoan guy, Haku's son.
Yeah, possibility. So that'd be cool.
Dave Cole says, I thought WrestleMania was awesome. Saw your video, my video when I posted it. What was my take on it? I love Mania. I thought it was awesome. The crowd was awesome. Everything was great. I mean, just the merch lines were nuts. Everything was great, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I went. I'm actually glad that idiot that was supposed to pay me for the tickets never paid me. Actually worked out in my favor.
Well, now, so who did you go with?
Oh, a buddy of mine, but I had sold them on eBay for like double what I paid for them, and the guy
Right.
never paid. So I had to report the guy on eBay or blah blah or whatever the heck you have to do with eBay. But I was like, wow, it's like so my buddy goes, we should just go, and I said, all right, maybe we're just
Ah,
meant to go instead. So he
and you had a
was
blast.
spot on. Yep.
Yeah.
So my buddy
Cool.
was spot on. He was right.
Yeah.
If you stared into the solar eclipse and entered parts unknown. Yes, very true by Mitch Miller.
Yeah. Well, I've
Don't
been in
stare
parts.
into it. Don't stare
I've,
into it.
I've, I've been to parts unknown before. Yeah. It's Oil Trough, Texas.
Bloodline Civil War. Ooh, maybe could be a little
Awesome.
feud amongst the bloodline.
Possibility.
Mount Rushmore of bands.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with Aerosmith. Certainly one of them. Wow, how many is that? Four? Four bands? Okay,
Yep.
Aerosmith. All right, we'll go with Aerosmith. I can't think of any bands right now, man. My head has been.
AC/DC, Metallica.
Oh, ACDC. I don't know about Metallica. Is as far as Mount
Uh,
Rushmore, but ACDC, some Aerosmith, and
Genesis, maybe.
oh, for God's sakes, are you kidding me?
Led
We're talking
Zeppelin.
bands. We're talking real bands. Led Zeppelin. There we go. Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
There you go. Are you an
Genesis.
Eagles fan?
Yes. Okay.
The Eagles.
There's
I
my
like.
Mount Rushmore right there. We got the Eagles. There's your country rock or southern rock or oh, we got to go with Skinner too. Don't forget the Firebirds.
See now we got you. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Definitely Aerosmith.
It looked like. Let's see if I click
yeah.
here. There we go.
Capacity Crowd.
For some reason, it's not clicking on that one. It looked like Capacity Crowd there. Yes.
Yes.
Yep. It was sold out. There was no open seats. Is there any real shot of MJF joining WWE?
I think there's a real shot. I really do. I think there's enough people there who like him. But it's just a matter of when.
Are you a hip hop fan?
Negative. I can listen to some, but I'm not a big fan.
Haku sat front row at the Hall of Fame with Fatu, Rikishi Fatu, Lloyd, and Hawaii, and was hugged by The Rock.
Yeah, saw that.
I would say Dr. Tom is a Led Zeppelin fan. Did you ever see them in concert?
Never saw him in concert. No.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
One of the best, for sure.
Yeah.
But Jason is saying he took a few photos. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I took a few photos of the eclipse with my phone. I cursed up a storm trying to hold the damn filter to the lens, but I got them. Yes.
Oh,
Got
great.
those pictures.
Tremendous. Yeah, because you don't want to blind your phone.
Charles Bean, has Dr. Tom been drinking a lot tonight?
Don't drink anymore.
I think maybe Charles, it might mean water, though. You never know.
No, I was drinking Ovaltine earlier.
MJF is a great talent, says Dave Cole. He can make a few good storylines, I'm sure. Yes.
Yeah.
And as we wrap it up, Ibsen wants to know, first of all, where you can get the book, but also, are you bringing any books to 80s Con?
Oh, it's going to be, I don't know, because I have to carry them on a plane, I guess. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. But you can get the book if you go to jpwrestlingacademy.com and you click on the training tab at the top, and it'll take you right to the order form at Amazon to order the book. And that's jpwrestlingacademy.com. Check that out.
And autograph copies as well.
Autograph copies, you can email me at jpwrestlingacademy@gmail.com and then tell me you want an autograph copy, and I'll tell you how to do that.
You said you don't drink anymore. Charles says you don't drink any less.
Good comeback, Charles.
I like it. That was good. I like
that.
Get
yourself a dog, name it Life, and then you have one. Okay.
That was a pretty good line. But thank you. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 2Man Power Trip. You can follow Dr. Tom at Dr. Tom Prichard. Dr. Tom, look out for that email from Jefferson James.
I will do that.
Hall of Fame in 2025. Long overdue. And another great show from Mitch. Thank you, everybody out there, for listening. See you right back here next time for a little Take It to School. Dr. Tom Prichard. We'll see you next week, folks.